it's Stevo, and today I guess I'm just feeling pretty helpful. So I made a nice little video about how I use shotguns, tactics I use to kind of get an advantage on other people. Basically, my whole mindset while I'm playing with shotguns. See if I could help out other people, because I seem to have a little bit of success with them. My whole aiming philosophy is less mouse movement, more arrow movement to try to keep your target in your reticle. And if you do have to make a mouse adjustment, it's a little one that you just kind of build up a twitch muscle memory just to get your mouse right on that final aiming spot. So you just let them come to you. You don't really try to, snap aim onto people as much as use your movement keys to kind of let them come to you. I want to minimize my mouse movement as much as possible, using my arrows to kind of guide the target into my reticle, and just using the mouse for small adjustments. Just remember that it's not about, snapping your aim to get right on target. It's about letting them get into your sights and using your arrows to kind of position it to where maybe they get into your sights a little bit quicker instead of you having to aim and probably over aiming, because a good way to not over aim is to not aim and use your arrows. Instead of like big aiming adjustments, letting them pass into your target more than you going out of your way to aim. Using your arrow keys to position your reticle more than your mouse. And get that muscle memory down for that little adjustment. Once you have the muscle memory down, it just becomes second nature. Going over those targets, and as soon as it passes over those targets, getting used to firing right at the perfect time. If you are gonna ADS on targets, don't stay ADS'd after you've shot. If possible, make it fast, and then re-ADS after you fire your shot. Because when you stay zoomed in with the shotgun, you're just asking for trouble. A lot of good kills will come from having a real aggressive approach, catch people, around corners, reloading. But when you do that, you don't want to like jump out in the open, because you're an easy shot. But you still want to be aggressive, so you're going to use that like slight cornering to just get those little peaks, those quick blasts, so you're not too exposed. If you do go crazy, you will find people out of position if you rush them a lot. And again, that's when you're going to use your arrow movement keys to kind of let them get into your target. And when I'm charging something aggressively, use my arrow keys to keep them centered on my target. Instead of using my mouse to aim at them, I'm just going to kind of walk the cursor onto them, even when I'm being aggressive. So it would be like, the mouse is just to finalize your target. The arrow keys are what aim your gun. Because when you move the mouse up close, you're going to over aim. Timing, of course, would be the most important part of aggressive shotgun play. Just being able to catch people when they're reloading. And being able to also utilize the corners when you are being aggressive. You can't just run right out into the open like an idiot. You'll usually die pretty quickly. People also have a tendency to get very relaxed when they're in a group of, a couple guys who think, oh, there's no way somebody can kill all of us. So when you do get around that corner aggressively, you want to expose as little as possible. But, you can always just say go for broke and say fuck it. And you can have success doing that just by being like very super aggressive. But it's hit or miss, because if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them. I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thanks.